What the hell?
Good call.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're back for episode 57 of the Idiot Circle. 2 in less than a week, so we're making up for 2 week hiatus. I'm Mike.
I'm Fred.
These are.
I'm Tim.
These nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dem balls.
I'm waiting for some to comment and say, "Stop calling yourself czar, asshole." But we haven't.
Well, it's because nobody's watching the show yet.
Well, then I can call
according to what you guys say.
There have been some comments. Mostly, it's not about the czar specifically, but Scott Wolendowski is pretty good about commenting. Ruth, Brock, those are our 3.
Oh, happy everybody!
Happy.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Ruth.
Happy birthday!
Yeah, it was today, isn't it?
It was yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. I said happy birthday.
Yep. She sends her. She said thank you for all the wishes. She loves all everybody. So she,
her love.
But you know the other cool thing,
baby Ruth.
Yeah, it's all good. Maybe her hubby does. I don't know.
She loves everybody. She's a better person than I am.
Yeah, right. But you know, also funny thing. Tim and I received a text from none other than Mr. Tim Carlson, and he supplied us with multiple questions to ask on the show. So how awesome is that?
It is the king of the bench pick.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Some good ones too. Very good.
Yep.
Very good.
The football player from Kalamazoo College.
I like how the text started out, though. It's not like, "Hey guys, I've been listening to that great show that I've been on since I've been on, and I hear some things." He's like, "I don't know if you idiots are still doing that stupid show, but if you are, here's some questions."
Yeah, this is what he said. He said, "Hi, Fred and Tim. I hope you both are doing well, assuming that you are still doing the Idiot Circle podcast. I have a few topics you may enjoy batting around. If you are not involved with the Idiot Circle, then you can just ponder these questions." So he had a total of 8 questions, but we won't use all 8 tonight. We'll grab a couple, but we'll talk about first.
What does it say about the people of Michigan that refer to us or look onto us as like the great think tank?
I think it's very. It shows a weakness on their part. Actually,
I mean, really, are we ones to ponder questions, come up with theories, have new ideas about our world and where we should go?
Well, we do a lot of pondering, but we don't actually figure anything out.
No, we don't figure anything out.
Can't be any worse than the elected officials we have.
True statement.
Good point.
Yeah. Better done. Yeah. Good job, Tim. Yeah.
And the couple that are going for re-election. Jesus.
That's the best we have.
Part deux. Biden, Trump, part deux.
Part deux.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got? What are we starting with?
What do we got? Tim's always wants to rush it and not let it, the conversation flow organically. It's like, okay, who's got a topic? Right, got a topic?
I got a theory on that. Tim was a linebacker, right? Ball snaps, rush to it. He wasn't a running back. He didn't wait for the development of the offensive line and pick his spot.
No, because he was a fullback and he went just like he is a linebacker.
I go straight. I hit people.
Yeah. That's why the head has taken too many hits.
I hoot people.
Yeah. I pick things up. I take things down.
What was that guy? The guy with the cross-eyed that played in Waterboy, the linebacker in Waterboy.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Hey, Billy, did you just make a funny?
Yeah, that one.
Pretty good, Dad. Nice job.
Yeah, I tried. I've watched it enough.
Yeah.
But hey, some good news. One of the Idiot Circle members are going down to visit Rob down in Florida this week.
Ooh.
And that will be Michael. So tell us a little about it, boys.
Well, we
Spit
got
it out. Let's go.
a bachelor weekend this weekend. It's going to be me, Rob, and Gage.
Nice.
Oh, and the most mature one is Gage.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
actually, the voice of reason will be Gage.
Yeah.
And,
Yes, trust me, we know that from church at Christmas Eve a couple
Yeah.
years ago.
yeah.
Yeah, he's the
Gage,
voice of
Beaver
reason by a
DB.
long shot.
Rob and I were acting his age, and he was acting our age.
I can only picture without Gage there. Did you ever see the movie with oh shoot, Christy Gate where the men get to go off
Hall
and do
pass?
whatever they want. Hall pass. Where the one guy, what's that guy's name?
Jason
Sudeikis.
Sudeikis.
He's in that one scene in the movie where he's all drunk and liquored up and telling the girls, he's like, and you're not gonna have any of this. And they're like, oh no, please. He's like, no, you had your chance. And I just see Mike and I all liquored up doing that stuff.
Oh yeah. I'm sure we'll have some face-to-face chats or a couple text messages.
Oh, yeah.
But
The group chats will be heavily.
Of course, I know this will happen. It happens almost every other day. Is a picture of some person's back porch with a coffee or a plate of food or something to rub it in. I think that's coming.
Well, let me just tell you,
that Lanai.
It's awesome.
I'll tell you, Kendra and I saw the picture of the food the other night that was on that you had out on your with the salmon.
That looked really
Salmon,
good.
yeah.
And our jaws dropped because I'll be honest, Mike, I'm very envious and jealous that you're going down there because there is nothing like having anything that Rob makes
Seafood
for dinner. It's let's just put it as Andrew Dice Clay said, it's fucking exquisite.
Well, we probably will have some street tacos one night. I have
you fuckers suck.
I have some friends
It's
that are
street tacos.
Toronto fans that we might stay in, grill out, have them over.
Nice.
Have Jackie, them. She's a model, by the way. She's 6 feet tall. Let me tell you, not a bad thing to look at all night, Mike.
When Tim said pictures of the back porch, my mind went somewhere else, not your actual back porch. So,
Mike, bring your guitar, buddy. Bring your guitar.
Serenade me first, Mike.
I might have to buy one when I'm down there. I don't like traveling with them. They're too cumbersome.
Well, you're just gonna leave it in your room here? Just call my spare bedroom your room?
Yeah. I'll just claim a room there.
You start shipping me shit to put in there. I'm gonna be really.
I can send you. Hey,
put this in my room. I'll be getting one down there.
I could FedEx one of my guitars down to Rob's house so you have it. It's not like I'm playing it.
We definitely gonna have something like that when we all get down there. That'll be good.
Tim, why does it sound like you're broadcasting from the space shuttle in 1984?
Is it bad?
Houston, we have a problem.
Is it?
Don't disconnect again, Tim. If you get that, you'll disconnect.
Should I take him out?
Oh, that's better.
That's bad. It's probably picking up his microphone on his computer now. Or you got a phone or computer?
Phone.
Oh, okay.
I think.
No.
Well, the mutt was just barking real loud right by the door. So it was probably picking that up too.
Oh, maybe. Could be.
Not to mention the fact that
Images from the space station and Russian space station in 1979 were better.
The Hubble telescope wasn't invented
Fred,
yet.
aren't you glad Timmy's here? He's taken so much heat off of you.
hardly. What are you talking about? I didn't say anything. Who are you flipping off?
Rob. Wait a minute.
You better say that. Oh, here we go. There's a face
Rob
a
and
mother.
Rob.
There's only a face a mother can love. Maybe.
Who sent
So-
that image, Brock?
Brock did. I thought that was pretty funny.
What do you put? What do you put? Why?
Why? Okay, Nancy Kerrigan. Why?
Yeah, no kidding.
Why?
So, fellas, I got a question.
Yep.
Okay.
So we got street tacos on what day? What are you doing? Street
We'll do
tacos
it.
Thursday, Friday?
Fred, what night do you think that the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Panthers play? Friday or Saturday?
Right.
I'll look that up for you right now. I'll look it
So
up
that
right
night we'll probably do, of course, the model is a vegetarian. So I was thinking steak that night for the rest of us. And
Okay.
I'll do a vegetarian dish for her.
Go.
And then maybe Friday night we'll do some oh no. Friday night we're going to Gage's Pizza Spot.
Nice.
Yeah. And then maybe Sunday. We're going to the Yankee Tampa Bay Ray game Sunday afternoon.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
Toronto and Florida are playing right now.
Yeah.
So let me see how the schedule plays out here. And
So my two favorite teams are the Tigers and whoever's playing the Yankees.
right, I hear you on that one. They play Thursday, Rob.
Okay. And then they'll play Saturday or Friday?
Saturday.
Sunday.
Sunday.
Ooh, wow. So no
Well, then
Saturday
we'll
game.
just have
When's the Yankee game?
Sunday.
Sunday.
Okay, so
We'll just
That's an
do
afternoon game.
we'll do the steak. We'll do steak tacos on Saturday then, I think.
why don't you do
No,
why don't you do your street tacos on Friday?
We're going to Gage's Pizza Spot.
Yeah, we
What's
got
that pizza spot, Robbo?
All right.
and the garlic
What's the name of it?
Yeah, Gianni's. It's on Manti Avenue, State Road 64, almost
Oh, yeah, I
Morgan
know.
Johnson Road. Yeah.
Well, be ready to be amazed, Mike, when you see that kid eating steak.
Oh,
Oh, I can imagine.
You know, he's gonna remind you of like my dad transferred into his body.
I cooked just the medallions pork chops, right? Not the big one bone-ins, but
Right.
I had a pack of 6 medallions.
Chops Robert.
No, because he doesn't like chops, Robert. He just likes them on the grill.
Okay.
Nice.
So I cooked them all up, thinking that maybe 2 of them I'll put in freezer bags, leave it for lunch the next day. I had
Good.
1.5, and that little sucker ate the rest.
Wow.
All of them.
He likes the
It's
pork.
impressive.
He loves steak and pork, and he'll eat almost a half a pizza, a medium by himself Friday night.
Oh.
Amazing. Amazing. So we got the sippers lined up. What's the sippers? What are you gonna have? You gonna have a sipper for the weekend?
We'll have
some
beer.
bourbon?
We'll have some. Well, Mike doesn't like bourbon, I don't think.
I'll drink it.
Well, I have everything. I have Scotch, bourbon, whiskey.
Yeah, I'd rather have
vodka.
bourbon or whiskey than Scotch.
I got vodka. I got gin. I got
Nice.
tequila. I got whatever.
You want a beer? It's
Tequila.
8:00 in the morning. You want scotch?
We're gonna hit some of those. We won't go Anna Maria Island, Tim, but I think we're gonna hit the beach places by me, which are
Yeah.
Sunset Grill, Hooks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna
You
be
gotta take
that's
him
cool.
to Star.
Huh?
Take him to Star for the
And you know what?
grouper sandwich,
it's
though.
tough.
Or
Oh,
just-
you know
Tough
what?
deal.
We might, because he wants to go see Gage play soccer Saturday morning. So we might
There you
go
go.
Star. Yeah.
Heck yeah! I
Full
mean,
sandwich.
I know the traffic getting there sucks, but
Yeah, traffic
it's-
gets bad, man.
I'm gonna tell you, Mike. Grouper sandwich. You're gonna flip over it if you get it.
Hmm.
Just
Well,
saying.
cool. All right. So what
We
do
got a topic.
Yes. Well, let's
He's
start.
done
let's-
talking Florida.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about my little dilemma over the weekend here.
Oh, boy.
Do that.
What, the NFL draft?
Well, no, that was not a dilemma.
mock draft?
No. Hey, Tim, stick it up your ass about the mock drafts, you fucker. It was the only way that I could get through not having football until
Fred,
the USFL
Fred.
started.
Fred, I don't bust you about your mock draft. I hate Mel Kiper. Period. How does that guy get paid? I want to know. How does he get paid? Because he was totally wrong on everything.
Well, weathermen get paid too, you know.
Maybe he
well,
should be
it's
on, maybe he
50%
should be on our show. I mean, that he fits all the criteria.
Him and his wind tunnel tested hairdo. Terrible.
He looks like a turtle.
Oh, he's a turd. He's a turd.
Is Fred frozen?
But- Fred
Yeah.
froze again?
He's
Oh.
frozen.
And in just a second, he's gonna go away.
Oh
He was
shit.
mad at me.
Welcome to the most favorite part, our fan favorite of the show.
We call this
Fred
section of the
Frozen.
show Freddy's freeze frame.
Freddie was mad at me over the mock draft, and I was talking about Mel Kiper.
Oh, there he goes. He
There
goes.
he goes.
He goes.
There he goes.
He gets mad. He's mad at me.
Oh, he's gonna be fuming when he gets back on.
Oh yeah, that techie guy.
Because I'm
You know
on
who's
like,
taking who's taking the brunt of this? Kendra.
yeah.
Kendra, we need better Wi-Fi. God
I'm on the free hotel Wi-Fi. I didn't even get didn't even spring for the $5 for the extra speed, and that's still better than this.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know the mock draft bothered him so much.
Tim's on his neighbor's Wi-Fi. He hacks into the neighbor's Wi-Fi.
There he goes. I see Freddie. I see his name. There he is.
He's back.
Back.
Xfinity's been working in the neighborhood for the last 2 weeks, and
I disagree.
I'm just telling you,
It hasn't been working.
the last 2 weeks they've been working. They've been running lines and everything. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Maybe Kevin's out there and he's taking
Yeah.
the table.
Oh, he's got a little disconnect. He's
Yeah.
fucking with Fred.
Hey, he's like you guys when you were younger. He's got a remote in the window. He's hitting it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Watch
But as
Fred
you
go out.
were, yeah, but as you were saying, Mel Kiper, for all I care, can go up in a plane and it goes down.
Ooh, wow.
You know what? You know, the guy from the Colts said it the best. Who the hell's Mel Kiper? I can guarantee you that guy never put a jock strap on, ever played a sport in his life. And then he comes up and he makes a few comments. Next thing you know, he's considered an expert. He goes, that guy has no more opinions or skills than my next door neighbor. He goes, and my next door neighbor is a postman, and he doesn't even have season tickets to the Colts games.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
What about the guy? What about the SEC guy? Same deal. The skinny little
Feinbaum.
Feinbaum, man.
He's got damn well he anything except with himself.
Well, I disagree. I think Mel Kiper put on many a jockstrap. They just happened to be over his head.
Yeah. The only thing he got
Or
right
he was in a locker room a lot,
quarterback.
getting his swirly.
Yeah.
The only thing he got right was what's the one quarterback that didn't get drafted? They sat there the whole time with his girlfriend. That was the only thing he did right.
Levis.
No,
Yeah,
he was
the
only one he got right was Bryce Young, which was
I know that. But you guys are not catching my point. The only thing Mel Kiper got right was the fact that he got that kid to be in the building because he said he'd go second overall. But
he didn't get the kid in the building. I mean, there was rules by all the pundits out there were saying he was going to be a top 5 pick. Not just him. McShay said the same thing. All those other guys have said it.
Was that Levis? Or you were talking about Levis?
Yeah, Will Levis.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, he was the second pick out of the second round. And so that, to me, that's like a first round pick. And someone's going to get a deal because he's going to be better than a couple of those guys that were picked ahead of him.
Well, I was just happy that his girlfriend.
And of course, that would be a Mel Kiper. That's a Mel Kiper opinion. Yeah. So I got as much credentials as he does, just like you three do too.
We're going to call you Fred Kiper.
I just like the fact that his girlfriend was in the picture. Didn't you see his girlfriend in the picture? That was the only reason
she looks like a hoot. Yeah, she
was like, I'm just sitting here because I'm getting paid.
Yeah, that's it. She said, I gotta pee.
Oh, come on.
No, that's what they think that she said, but you know what?
She did.
Okay, were you sitting right next to him?
No, I could read lips.
No, yeah, you were sitting right next. Which ones?
Yeah,
I don't get it.
I'd like
Mike,
to
fist pump, Mike. I was right there with you. Well,
okay,
yeah,
because
Timmy was sitting right in the taking notes.
It was.
She said
every draft pick he wrote down.
Yep.
You just Google that shit the next day.
After you.
All right.
Yeah, you're a fuck up. All right.
Let's get on with your hospital catastrophe here.
Okay.
Timmy's like a taskmaster.
That's right. He's got to keep us in line because the three of us
I'm keeping you guys on track.
So this obviously, I think this can only happen to me. So obviously, I'm getting prepped for my first, test that nobody likes to ever decide they have to do, but it has to be done. So, we all know what I'm talking about, the
You can say the
colonoscopy.
word.
So,
You can
yeah,
say
I know.
the word.
So,
Little butt
go-
play.
yeah, so
Little ass play.
yeah. The problem is I got a tattoo on my ass that says exit only, but I don't have much of a
The
choice.
doctor's name wasn't E.T., was it?
Yeah.
With the lip finger.
Ouch.
Or what was his name? The guy with acted with Eddie Murphy Coming to America.
Yeah.
Oh,
God.
Arsenio Hall.
Yeah, Arsenio.
Yeah. So I went through the whole prep, and for some reason, it wasn't working.
Now, what is the
And-
prep? Because I only had to do the Cologuard. I haven't.
Right. Okay. So the prep is you have to take some, I think it's Duralax.
It's a laxative. Take
It's a laxative.
and
Okay, and then you have to
Gatorade.
and then you have to drink 32 ounces of Gatorade with a whole bottle of Miralax.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You
So
take.
it's
you
not
mix it
as
and then
it's
you
not
take a
as
little
bad as
bit
the
of-
it's not as
So
bad. It's not as bad as what it used to be when they made you take that other stuff where by the
big jug.
yeah by 4 hours into it you're seeing God
Oh, God.
and you're hugging the toilet calling it mom. So
Oh.
so I get all the way through it and like around 9-10 o'clock all of a sudden I have a reaction and my left knee balloons up to the size of almost a volleyball.
Should have been your colon, but instead
Well,
it
right.
went
Well,
down your knee.
Needless to say, it went. I mean, it was like I had a reaction from what I've taken or something caused a severe gout attack in my knee and ballooned it up. I mean, where I've never been in this much agony in my entire life. So not only am I on this prep, I can't walk. I can't get anywhere. I'm like stuck in one spot. I'm just like howling because of the pain. So we're deciding, okay, Kendra's going, okay, let's take you to the emergency room to get this taken care of. And I'm like, please, let's do it. We get in the car, we get down the driveway. Go, hurry up, go back in. I gotta go. So I couldn't go from, I couldn't leave the house to go to the emergency room. So I was not only in agony, but every time that I had to go, I had to somehow muster
Every time
up.
you had to go, you had to go.
You gotta go.
I had to have a walk. I had a walker to get me to the bathroom and praying to God I don't have another Central Michigan moment. So
Fire up chips.
See how we worked
Yeah.
that in?
yeah. But I'm like, I said, wait till I tell the guys this because they'll just like say that could only happen to you. So not only do I finished the prep yesterday, I was in the emergency room for about, I'd say about 3 hours, 4 hours, and they drained about 40 cc's of fluid off of my knee.
Maybe you got a hole in your leg,
And
as they would say.
And well, let's just put it this way: when they took that, I was like, when you smash your nail and you have to, pop it to get the blood or the pressure out. That's kind of how it felt. And I got home and I couldn't believe. But the thing is, at least I was still going through the prep time because it took longer than it was supposed to. So I didn't stop. The prep stuff didn't stop until like this afternoon.
Now, when we say prep stuff, that means like just shit your pants almost for like 24 hours.
It's like rushing to the bathroom whenever you feel it coming on because
it's pretty much water at some point.
At some point, yes. So
that's why you have to do the Gatorade is because you get dehydrated. So
dehydrated.
I suspect that's probably what happened to you, Fred. I don't know if they said exactly what happened, but I think you probably got dehydrated at some point, and when that happens, your circulation is affected. All the fluids throughout your body, like people's ankles swell and their legs swell and shit like that. I think it just all went to your knee. It's pretty fucked up, though.
Well, here's the worst part. 2 weeks from now, I got to do it again.
Well, our clinical observation of what happened to you is basically you're a fucking mess.
And
That's
I just, I can't disagree with you.
I know this is a bad subject, but when you have that projectile crap, when it's just nothing but liquid, that pain right before in your gut is so bad that when you do it, it's like,
Yeah, like
no, you end up looking like the linebacker in the water.
It's like, oh, I know there's a mess back there, and it's going to take me a long time to clean up.
Yeah, it's either that or you turn into the devil. And you're like,
well, we're all at that age right now. When you have that, it's so black and thick, like you need more than a roll of toilet paper to clean up this job.
Yeah.
Like you got to find, like, you guys know what dude wipes are?
Dude wipes, yeah.
Yeah. So Gage always has dude wipes. He always wants these dude wipes. That's how he wipes his butt. Well, since he's had them, I'm addicted to them. Like, why clean up with dry paper? I'm just dude wiping.
Yeah, dude wipe it.
I actually called the city to see if they would come and clean it for me.
For the 3 listeners that may have not watched the show, Timmy put up a stop sign for me, and I guess I didn't see it.
Again, I guess it's time to switch topics, I guess.
Oh, now it's back to what topic do we have? Oh, Carlson question.
So Mr. Carlson gave us 8 topics, and I'm going to give a couple. We're going to save a couple for the next show. But let's start with this one. Describe a time you stepped out of your comfort zone, either professionally or personal, and how did you feel afterwards when you did that?
We're going right back to the dude wipe topic for me again.
Say that again one more time, Freddie.
You take a note.
Describe a time that you stepped out of your comfort zone, either professionally or in personal, and how did you feel afterwards?
Are you really writing notes, Tim?
Yes, he is.
Yes. Do you know how to spell all those words?
No.
Hooked on phonics.
Hooked on phonics. He's got hooked on ebonics.
Hey, Tim, spell professionally for us, and don't say, "Hey, sir, how do you spell?"
No, I don't want to. I'm not a good speller, so I'm not falling for it.
He just abbreviated PROF, prof.
Professional.
Prof or purse.
Okay.
Yeah. He says, I just abbreviated.
So Rob, we're gonna have you start with it.
Oh shoot. Out of my comfort zone, but it kind of worked for me.
Well, no, maybe it didn't.
No, maybe it didn't work for you
afterwards.
Good or bad? How'd you feel after?
Comfort zone. My
Tim
comfort
took notes.
zone. Well, I think you guys pretty much know that. Like, I try everything. Doesn't matter. I step out of my comfort zone all the time. The one thing I think that I guess, because I was 47 years old when I had a child, that was right out of my comfort zone. And I had no idea what that was going to look like knowing that I'd be like 188 years old at the time he graduated high school. So that was me stepping out of a comfort zone. And if you're a older parent and you do that, it's kind of scary, especially for the first time. That was the first time I did that. So I'd say it worked out for me because the boy made me a better man.
I agree with that. Not saying that you weren't a good man before that either.
So a good case to be made for that, though. I mean, there's probably many people who would have agreed with that.
Right. How about you, Mike?
October 1st, 2012, I decided I was going to quit my job and go to work for myself. No, I didn't have any projects lined up. Didn't talk to anybody, any of my customers beforehand. I had a non-compete agreement with my current company, which they didn't really enforce. But yeah, so that day I decided I was going to quit and go out on my own. So October 15th was the first day that I did that. That was
Nice.
10 and a half years ago. Best decision I ever made in my lifetime.
I agree.
What compelled you, Mike? Was it like they pissed you off, or you just said, I can do this myself?
No, when I first joined the company, I told them that I wanted to implement the software. It's called Plex Systems. It's an ERP software for manufacturing companies. So I said, yeah, I'm interested in the position, but only if it's implementing the software. I want to be on the ground with the customers implementing the software. And I don't want to, have a bunch of people reporting to me and all that crap. Well, in consulting companies, as you move up, that's what happens. People start reporting to you. It's less, you do more management,
admin,
doing the work. And I was just tired of it. And I said, I'll give you guys an opportunity. If you can say you're just going to be implementing the software, you don't have to worry about this other stuff, then I'll stay. But they didn't want me to do that. They wanted me to, train other people and manage other people. I was done with that. I did that before. I didn't want to do that. So, but it was an amicable split, because I still do some subcontract work for them. And Peter,
the good thing is you didn't burn a bridge, so that's a good move.
Right. Peter, who Fred knows, he's the drummer. He was actually my boss at that place, and I'm still friends with him. So, and it works out. And they refer customers to me all the time and stuff.
Yes.
So it worked out.
Peter's a good man.
Best decision you ever made.
Best, hands down.
Yep. And it's good to have a person like Peter in your life. He's a great man.
And ironically, Tammy did the same thing.
Good to have a Peter in your life.
What's that? Good to have a Peter. Tammy did the same year as when she started the spa. So both the same year. So
I didn't say it. He did.
Well, but you just let it ferment, and then you had to, instead of just ignoring them, you just had to fuel the fire.
Oh, is that what you guys do to me? You just try to ignore me when I say shit?
No,
I just went like this.
Somebody just say something. Okay, ask. It's your turn, Tim.
Well, wait a minute. I want before.
No.
Listen. This is what America is all about. People taking risks and being rewarded for the risks that they take. That's not an easy thing for someone to do. There could be someone out there listening to this thinking, should I do this? Should I not do this? This is what America is built. This is how we were built. Good for you, Mike.
I agree.
Way to go, Wardo.
Yeah, and people who end up working for themselves actually do much better with financially and everything else too, because they're running their company the way they are. They don't have anyone else to blame but themselves if they do something wrong. And the only person they get to thank when they do something right is themselves. And the people that benefit from it are the people that he works for and the business too.
Yeah, my boss is an asshole most of the time, but he's a pretty good guy.
Yeah, sometimes you have to be.
Well said. Well said.
Okay. All right, come on. Magellan, your turn.
Stepping out of my comfort zone. I'd probably say 19. I think. In the mid 90s, I was in Trenton, New Jersey playing.
And he came out gay.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
No.
He hasn't come out
Not
yet.
that there's anything wrong with it, Tim. Not that
I meant
anything.
he became happy.
No, he hasn't come out of the closet yet.
You asshole.
Idiot Circle promotes diversity. We don't.
Unbelievable.
Yes, the show does.
Anyway, so public speaking was never my best thing ever.
Oh, sure.
So, but when you were a player, you had to do appearances. So we would go to local places and sign autographs and whatnot. So this high school one came up, and it was like you had to go and speak at this whatever. I thought, well, you know, how hard could that be? All by myself, right? I walk in, there is an auditorium of people. I'm like, oh boy. I go, I didn't really realize that this was going to go on. So I had to actually get up on a podium and do all that. And it was a surprise, but I guess if I'd have known about it, I probably wouldn't have done it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was like, kind of like how we lay out some questions, and then people ask questions, and they ask like, you know, where I was from, and you know how I got to where I was at, and then you know, position to play, and you know, with the Trenton Thunder, and then kids asked little, you know, some good questions, adults, and it actually went for about, I'd say about 35-40 minutes. It went really well, and then I went from a very nervous person to actually help me out. So it was I thought it was very rewarding for me, because Tim McConnell don't usually do stuff like that. So it was good. It was good.
Now he's talking about himself in the third person.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he does
it
that.
was not. It was
Tim
it was
McConnell
not-
is Tim McConnell's
Dude,
happy about that situation.
Hey, tell me, have you guys ever had that situation where you get up there, it's like you feel the heat?
Oh
You
yeah.
know, like
Feel
you're
the
like,
heat.
You know what's harder,
Yeah.
Tim? When
It's
you have
blood
to speak
pressure.
in front of
Whoa.
3 people,
oh,
more than that many people. Now you're talking about a person that's never
You're
been
doing
afraid.
it right now.
Yeah. This is true. I agree, Tim, that, I mean, it's not the easiest thing to do, for sure.
no,
My
not.
my situation is I've never been afraid to talk in front of a ton of people. Obviously, one of my old bosses used to say, "You give him a mic, you pull the string, you've made the biggest mistake of your life." But when it comes to coming out of the comfort zone, well, the first time that I really
Oh
felt
no,
like,
one. You get
no,
one.
whatever. So the first time that I had to come out of my shell, or come out of, out of my
Do
comfort
the
zone.
elevator
You
music.
came out of the closet.
The closet.
No. Wearing my mom's sachet.
Sashay yourself around the town square. Your pretty
Yes.
little self around the town
Right.
square.
Put down the street.
Was the time that Dale Volker approached me and said, "Hey, I'm starting a band. Would you like to sing for the band?" And I've always wanted to sing for a band, but I was always, afraid what people would think if they thought I couldn't sing very well. And the very first show we did was at an elementary school, Palms Elementary.
Nice.
And the curtains opened up, and you just knew that, all right, you're here. Let's see what you can do. And it went very well. And obviously it led to other things where, we played out, and other than just, at grade schools, we played a couple places out, and then of course, there's some other opportunities
Like
down
the
the
senior
road.
center of the
Of the deaf.
What song what was your first song?
Yeah, what was the opening song?
Don't stop
What was it
believing.
at Palm School? What was it? Sure.
Man at the box.
No, that wouldn't go over too well.
Picture paints 1,000 words.
What did he just say?
I have no idea. It sounds
I
like he
have
had
no
marbles in his mouth.
Yeah,
I can't understand it.
yeah. Pull the dildo out of your mouth. I believe it was. I won't
Itsy Bitsy
I
Spider?
won't fall in love again by Sammy Hagar.
Okay.
That I think it might have been that one.
Itsy Bitsy Spider. Come on, Weirdo.
Did that? We did.
Elementary school.
We did my Sharona. We did In My Dreams by Dokken.
Oh, that's a good one.
We did Faithfully by Journey.
Yeah.
So
In My Dreams, I remember you did that. Where were we? You did that somewhere. We came out and seen you sing. Oh, that was awesome.
Well, there's
that out of the park.
Yeah, the one time Tim and I went out to the Roadhouse there before it was called the Roadhouse, and I'd go up there
I
and
know what
sing.
you're talking about.
And he goes, and let's see,
Bronze
whatever the name it was before. And I was singing
Kevmar Farms or Kevmar
whatever
Bar.
it wasn't the gin mill. I can't remember what the hell the name was, but every time I
Phelps
got
Farm. Phelps
Phillips
Farm.
Farm.
there you go.
Phillips
There you go.
Farm Tavern. That's what it was.
Yep. So I'd sing a song, and then the guy's like, "Okay, who's up next?" And he goes, "Let Fred sing." After everybody, I'm like, "You shut up."
Remember they took the microphone out of that lady's hand? Snatched it. You're
Snatched
done.
it. Here, Fred, finish the song.
Finish this, because he can sing it.
Yeah.
She's like, "You're an asshole." Yep, I am, but
Yeah.
he can sing. You
Yeah.
can't. Get out of there.
They actually said that to her?
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
he did.
Oh,
With
yeah.
Simon Cowell of St. Clair County.
Oh,
But
yeah.
but so that one, but I think the biggest one for me was when I got the call to be the press box announcer at Marine City. Now I know it's not a big deal. I think most people can do it, but the thing is that there was such a big shoes to fill. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And he's doing it for 31
Heck
31
yeah,
to
Mr.
34
Shield.
years. You know, he's a Hall of Famer. He's got all this stuff. And then my first game, not only do I have to do the game, but I got the Hall of Fame class coming in. And I also have to acknowledge Ron Glodich for being named the Coaches Hall of Fame in the state of Michigan, and Dave Shield for replacing him. Needless to say, I was a mess. I thought, oh my God, I'm going to throw up. Well, I got through it and started to develop a game plan, had a great spotter in Steve Walker, and then it's gone from there. And now with Steve not able to do it anymore, they brought Chris Speak out to take his place. He's done an amicable job, and it's just keep moving. So it's one of those things where, you know, professionally, I wish I had some more things I could say that I kind of stepped out of the box a little bit, but the nice thing is those are things that I guess I'm proud of, that I know that I can sing in front of, you know, a full boat, which I did.
Hell yeah.
Hell
yeah.
Of 8 and 12-year-olds.
How big of a boat?
How big of a boat? Royal Caribbean. The whole
That's a
boat
ship.
was at
You
the
saw, was that
Or
Murphy?
ship, boat, ship. It's the same fucking thing.
We were at Murphy's. It was pretty loaded. That was a good time too. You did that. That was a good time.
Fred, you're giving him
Well,
Sam, you're giving him a big
no.
stop.
You
His
know, I'm
head's
not
going to
that way.
swell as much as his knee did last week.
Oh boy. Well, needless to say, that those were some big ones. So here's the next topic.
Oh, we don't have a third one from you?
No, shut up, Mike. What do you who do you think is the leader of the band and why?
Which band?
Which band?
I think I'm pretty sure he's talking about us.
The four of us, I mean?
Yeah.
Who's the leader of the band?
Yeah. Who's the leader of the band?
Who's the leader of
Pretty remarkable, because he doesn't even know that we're
Michael?
Well, everybody knows the leader of the band is Mickey Mouse, but not
Yes.
talking about our band.
Nope, still Mickey Mouse.
Yep, still gonna be.
I'd say Ruth.
I'd say Ruth. Ruth is the foundation that keeps us strong.
I think we have a good mix. Mike's the tech guy, really organize everything on the back end to get this going. Fred really organizes our topics and works with people like Ruth. Fred goes out and gets guests come in, all except for Timmy. He didn't want Timmy, but Mike and I were adamant about that. And then Timmy provides the sports analogy because he played professional sports. And would you say I'm the funny one or the funny looking one?
You're funny looking.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because I don't think we have a leader, which is part of our problem and part of what makes the show work. We don't really have someone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go LeBron, like LeBron. I said I'm the leader.
Oh,
And I knew this from the minute the first show started that I was leader. No,
You're
Well,
the greatest.
I'm not going that route.
Fred had the idea. Fred.
No,
started
the three of us had the idea.
Well,
I just
think-
happened to, it came out of my mouth first to say, hey, we should do a podcast or a YouTube show. And,
Yeah.
and we did it the next day. And then you allowed him to come on the show. And
Who's
he's
him?
actually you.
And
Who are you
and-
calling him?
Yep. And
You
at least I didn't
people.
say she.
You-
Yeah. And the nice
You-
thing is he's added some flavor to the show, and he's got some people lined up to be on the show too. So he's been actually a welcome addition. So I think the four of us we got a lot to look forward to. The long we keep this going.
Yes. Do I get to kind of?
Sure.
Thanks. It's a good mix,
It's a good mix.
right?
Wow, boy, that was
It's a good
that
mix.
really tugged at
It
my
is.
heartstrings right there. Is it my turn?
Wait,
Okay,
wait
good.
way to
Mix.
sum it up, Tim. Way to sum it up.
It is a good mix, and it's a mutt mix, but it's a mix, right?
It is a mix. Yeah.
It's a mutt mix,
Mixed nuts.
which is good, and it's
Yeah.
and it can get off. It can get off topic. It can get back to topic. There's good. There's laughter. I mean, you start like Rocco. He says, man, he laughs out loud driving to work because we're ripping on each other, which is great. You know, I mean, it's the best.
Well,
In today's times, this is awesome.
I like that Fred and maybe people don't know this, but before we had our first episode, Fred was adamant about having the list of topics, going over topics of the thing. And Tim, since you've been in, you like to stay on topic. And Mike and I just don't care. We just whatever. We just count in on whatever.
We don't
It's
care.
like focus.
Yeah, but
I
I
don't
take
focus
what
well.
No,
I take what we initially talked about, the way we thought it would go. Like three guys at the bar just sitting around shooting the shit. I take that quite literally. To me, that's our mission statement. So
sure.
I take it that way. I mean, I don't prepare a list of topics when I go out to the bar. So I don't
No.
believe in it. Like Mr. Carl,
Well,
you sent Mr. Carlson's questions in a text. I deleted it because I didn't want to know what they were. I didn't want to know what the topics.
So you just wanted to be able to answer off the cuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the same way. I like the more off the cuff stuff. I love when we bust on each other's balls. I really do.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's
It's
the
my
best part.
it's my favorite part of the show because
Nothing
that's
better.
how guys are, right? I mean,
Well-
how many times have you explained to your wives and girlfriends, like, why do you guys do that? That's just because that's what guys do. That's what we
It
do.
is.
Yeah.
We're guys.
It's a bunch.
We do.
It's a bunch of idiots.
Lauren,
Going at
If you're not busting on
Lauren
someone's
just came
balls,
down.
you really don't like them.
oh, I'm sorry, but Lauren just came downstairs with her prom dress on.
Really?
Was that a topic?
Wow.
Well, let's see it.
No, she's too embarrassed. But if I'm gonna just say, any boys in Marine City that go to prom and see her in this dress, if you don't even talk to her one time, you guys are all ridiculously.
Are you
stupid.
pimping out your stepdaughter?
It sounds like
I'm just-
it.
No, I'm just telling you because there's a lot of stupid people that are missing out on something. So, okay, back to topic. I'm sorry.
Squirrel.
Stop.
Oh, yeah, squirrel. Fred is actually
Okay, Fred.
stays
Fred,
more on
give us
topic
another
than
question up. Give us
Oh,
we
yeah.
got another one on a TC's thing. Can we,
Oh,
can we
yeah,
pull one
sure.
out?
I.
Where is one place you'd like to visit and why? And it has to be somewhere obviously you haven't been to before.
Okay.
Rob, why don't we start with you?
Again with me
Rob, you-
first?
Yeah, you.
Did you go
Yeah.
first one time already?
Yeah.
I did, yeah.
Okay, well, let's start with Mike then.
Graybeard, come on, spit it out.
Great.
Well-
I like that. I would say Bali, Indonesia is where I would like to go.
Oh,
You guys have seen
Bali,
the
Indonesia.
you've seen the pictures of the well, they're like
Huts.
huts, but they're over the ocean with the hammock and all that.
Isn't that where they filmed Couples Retreat?
It might be. It might be. But yeah,
Shark,
like
you got shark attack.
yeah, so I mean, when you wake up, you're basically out, you walk out on a dock, they have a fucking hammock over the ocean, That's my idea of a good time right there. So I would say Bali.
Yeah, that's a long ways away.
I'm down with that.
Yeah, that's okay. I've been to Thailand, so
Have you?
yeah, it's not far from Thailand.
Wow. No kidding.
Yep.
How about you, Tim?
Man, I was torn between Alaska or Hawaii. I'm not one or the other, but I would say Hawaii just because I want to go to Pearl Harbor.
Dude, it's awesome.
That's what I want to see.
It when you go there, it's awesome to see, but what's even crazier is how quiet everybody is when they're there.
Yeah, I always said I wanted to go to Hawaii. I always said I don't know, just something I always,
well, you're in a win-win situation
family.
because either way you go, you win because it's
beautiful. Yeah, you know, I mean, I got brothers. My dad was in the military, and in the Navy. My brother was in the Navy. My brother Chris, bless his heart, he was in the Army. So I always said I wanted to go see Pearl Harbor, and go there. With the military background. So that was a big one. So it was really cool. Because when I saw my brother Ed, who was in Norfolk, the ships were there, and I don't know if you guys have ever seen an aircraft carrier up close. Holy smokes!
They're huge.
It's like, holy cow! How does that thing float? Right? Exactly. It's like, my God.
Well, they say the aircraft carriers it wouldn't be able to fit underneath the Blue Water Bridge.
No, they're huge.
Definitely not.
Or I mean, a lot of the bridges. I mean, they can barely fit underneath the golden.
They said it was like like it's so big and it's so long. It's like there's like 5,000 to 6,000 people on this thing. I'm like, my God, man! Plus all the planes.
Yeah.
Right.
So that would be someplace that I always wanted to go. So.
Well, I would say Australia has always been on the list for me because I've always wanted to go cage diving with sharks. It's been a goal. It's a goal for me to do at some point. I'd love to have great white sharks banging up against the cage when I'm there. I don't know why I think it's all because of the movie Jaws. I've been so into sharks. And of course, Mike's has said Bali. Bora Bora would be another option.
Bora Bora, yeah, there's another.
Very similar to Bali.
Similar, yeah.
Just somewhere to get away, and and if you can go with like a couple people that couples, like 2 or 3 couples, you can go there and you can just enjoy and everybody's huts are different. Some of them have like glass bottoms so you can see into the ocean. Some the deck not only has hammocks but it also has a hot tub and a slide that you can slide into the water if you want to, into the ocean. I mean, it's clear as no. I mean, you cannot find bluer water than you can.
That's a long ways away too, isn't it? Like it's out past Hawaii. It's south.
Oh,
it's southwest of Hawaii.
I think it's south of. It's in between Australia and Taiwan or Tokyo or whatever, Japan, somewhere in there, down in that area. With those islands in between.
It's a long plane ride.
I thought you wanted to go to Australia so you could have a Vegemite sandwich.
Yes. No, I was looking because since I'm close
he
to.
He wants to pick up an Aborigine girl.
Yeah, 6'4" and full of muscle. And he offered me a Vegemite sandwich. That is the nastiest shit ever. It's like Nutella. Ugh.
Nutella is the best.
No, you're on crack.
Nutella's great.
Okay, how about you, Rob?
He loves Nutella.
I do. I love Nutella. I said my standards lower than you guys. I've always wanted to go to the Waffle House, exit 314 in Mobile, Alabama.
Yes. Why?
Yeah, just something to do. I don't know.
You're such a bad.
There's so many. I don't know. How do you pick that? I mean, there's so many places.
And you said we weren't a bunch of mutt mixes. So there you go.
There you go. There you go.
So, Rob, really quick on the Waffle House. When I drove my girls down to Clearwater to visit my brother-in-law, it was just me and the girls. And, of course, when you're driving down 75, there's a Waffle House every fucking exit. And some
right
Some of
next
them
to
have
a
two
pharmacy.
Waffle Houses, one on one side of the highway and one on the other. So every time I saw a Waffle House, I would say, "Oh, look, a Waffle House." The girls that, by like Kentucky, the girls were so pissed. Will you shut up about the Waffle House? I just kept going every time I saw, hey, look, a Waffle House. Every time. It was fucking awesome.
That's
It's kind of
great.
like when I was at my dad's place and I'd say, "Oh, look, there's a CVS. Oh, look, there's a Rite Aid. Oh, look, there's another Rite Aid, another CVS right across the
Oh, look,
every
Walgreens on the other corner.
fucking
Walgreens, yep.
every fucking
I do like the Waffle House because here's the deal, man. They're always in the kind of little seedy areas, make you feel like you're slumming a little bit. You go in there, whatever you order, they don't have to do anything except for put garnish on the plate, and they know exactly what that order is.
Yeah. Smothered,
Yeah.
covered, scattered.
Oh yes, mothers covered, scattered,
Oh,
whipped up, fried. Baby,
Yep.
I get you whatever you want. That's I love
yep.
the waffle.
Country
Your wait-
breakfast bowl.
Your waitress has
Country
got,
breakfast
You get a little
bowl.
bit of everything.
the waitress has got summer teeth. Some are here, some are there.
Some are not there.
I often wonder what the teeth to tattoo ratio is in the Waffle House.
Oh,
Yeah. You know, that's a good game to play, actually. I mean, you should, next time you go into the Waffle House in whatever southern city you should choose, that is a good game to play. Does my waitress have more tattoos to teeth?
Whoever you're with, you gotta give odds coming in there. Like, okay, I have one girl has 4+ tattoos, and I got that at plus 125. And then if she's missing 2 teeth, now four or more tattoos and missing at least 2 teeth, that's coming in at 194.
It's
When's
even
the
better
last-
than an iSpy game.
When's the last time you were in a Waffle House? When's the
Yes,
last,
2 days ago.
2 days ago. Where'd you go? Where was it?
Right here in Ruskin, the Waffle House. Right, it's actually in Sun City Center.
Okay,
Yeah.
Mike.
Last summer in Orange Beach, Alabama.
Ready?
Oh, let's see. Caitlin's senior trip down in Treasure Island area.
Oh, Treasure Island. I defy you to get a hotter breakfast. I'm going to tell you something. Everybody raves about the Cracker Barrel, and the food is good, but every time, I don't care what city I'm in, where in the country I'm in, my breakfast comes out and it's cold.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely, every time you eat at Cracker Barrel, there's definitely something on your plate that's cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, something on the plate. It's like,
or something that you didn't order ends up on your plate.
Yeah.
It just got mixed in with something that you did order.
Yeah, I don't know complaints about Waffle House.
Like a Lee's press on nail.
How many people like biscuits and gravy? No, Fred, no.
All right.
Yeah, biscuits and gravy, over egg on top,
lots of
sausage patty. Oh my God.
Heaven.
Yep.
Heaven.
So he's serious about he wants to visit that Waffle House.
I'm going to exit 234 or whatever it was they said in off I-10 in Mobile.
Hey.
Mobile, Alabama is a joke that was on one of the roasts that was said Lisa Lampanelli. They said she's seen more than the urinal at the Mobile Waffle House. I mean, that was
there you go.
Yeah,
you gotta get
he's going to go there. He's going to walk in, and Otis Day and the Knights are going to be playing.
Yeah.
Waffle House is good. Mind if we dance with your dates?
And Jackie won't go to a Waffle House. She will absolutely refuse to go into a Waffle House.
Wow.
Oh God, a Colgate snob. No, I'm just kidding.
I have another.
I can't
Waffle
judge her.
House.
I haven't even met her.
Oh wait, I want to hear the other Waffle House story. I love Waffle House. Wait, I'm going to show you guys something. You start telling your story.
Okay, this isn't something I experienced, but a friend of mine who lives in Tennessee, they went to what's Zach Wild's band?
Zach Brown. Oh, Black Label Society.
Black Label Society. They went to see a Black Label Society show.
Nice.
And then afterwards, they went to a Waffle House, and they're sitting in the Waffle House, and here comes Black Label Society's tour bus, The
Nice.
whole band gets off of the bus. They go into the Waffle House. Zach Wilde puts on the apron, gets behind the bar, and cooks for everybody in the restaurant.
Because he used to work there and knew how to do it.
I don't know. I'm assuming he worked there at some point because he knew
Oh
how
my
to
God,
do it.
that's
That's awesome.
He cooked everybody's in the Waffle Houses. He cooked all their meals.
That's awesome.
Dude, that's awesome. Who was it that went and saw him?
Sean, my buddy Sean from Tennessee.
Well, let me just
That's
tell you,
awesome.
that's a great concert to go see. I've seen them twice, and they're phenomenal in concert.
I need everybody's secrecy here. Nobody
Yep.
can
What?
share this information.
Sure.
So if anybody ever finds themselves in Gainesville, Florida, don't say the czar came in and stole a Waffle House coffee cup.
Nice.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Boy.
Yeah,
And
boy.
Boy.
you know, you can smuggle this out in, you know, somewhere in the north, but when you're only wearing board shorts and a tank top, this ain't an easy piece to get out the store. This is not easy to
Well, you got plenty of room in your
I
front.
was
So
just gonna say. Plenty of room in the front. You can hide it in the fucking melon ears too.
That was beautiful. Hey, Robbo, you'd be impressed with this. Guess where my last experience of a Waffle House was?
Lakeland, Florida, playing for the Tigers. You had to go in
No.
and sing "I'm a Little Teapot."
Nope. Charlotte, North Carolina. My
Oh,
cousin Lori's funeral when we were in town. It was right at the just down from the Speedway
Okay.
on the main, and we stayed right in the hotel across the street. And we walked in there, and it was just like everyone talked about. You know, the windows are all steamed over, and you walk
Oh,
in,
yeah.
and the ladies missing all their chuckers and whatever. And
They're chiclets.
and I walk in, I go, "You guys got corn on the cob?"
No,
You can eat corn cob through a picket.
Yeah. Oh my God. My brother's like, "What did you say?"
yeah. I eat it with one tooth.
She was a sweetheart, though. She was a sweetheart. So,
Of course.
but now, all right. So we'll make a little thing here for the boys. If you do go to Waffle House, you got to take a picture, a selfie there the next time you're there with one. All right,
Oh, you
between
want
us.
a selfie posted?
Yeah, you got to do a selfie with us.
Gotcha. All right,
All right, so
last
somebody
topic
stop.
of the night, boys.
Yeah.
Well, actually, not the last topic. Last one from Mr. Carlson. If you could play for any professional team, which one would it be and why?
Let's start with you, Frank.
Yeah.
See, that's tough for me.
Cowboys.
No. No. No.
I love it. Right in the court.
I would have to, if I was able to play for any professional sports team, I would have to go with the Detroit Red Wings.
Ooh, nice.
Why? Because A, tradition. B, I love their jerseys. C, if I could skate that well, I would be a happy camper. And if I could be loved by everybody in the state of Michigan, because I can, I could bring a Stanley Cup, to hold that Stanley Cup over my head and kiss it.
Oh,
No, it would be
so cool.
It would be cool.
I thought you were going to say the Lions.
I thought about, but the other thing too is if I could have played for any team that had Roger Clemens on it and we could have been teammates, that would have been cool too. But I'm sticking with the Red Wings.
I mean, because I see a lot of Lions gear that you've been wearing lately for a casual observer.
The casual observer was 3 years ago, Rob. This is like
it was only 28 episodes ago.
3 years ago. You heard it here first.
We just busted your balls.
Yeah, whatever.
Or I am. I'm sorry.
But well, the funny thing is as much as you clowns, even when I was a Cowboys fan, I always wanted the Lions to win. And I can vouch for this. My dad's never been more pissed at me. The year that Eddie Murray kicked the field goal with no time left, and we had 12 guys on the field and it was missed by the referees. and he made the field goal to beat the Dallas Cowboys. And I went friggin' nuts and ran over to Duchesne's house to celebrate and came back. He was sitting there and he was so pissed at me. How can you do that? I'm like, dude, shut the hell up. The Lions just beat the Cowboys. And oh man, he was pissed for like 5 or 6 days about that. And I'm like, get over it, dude. Are the Lions going to the Super Bowl? No. Is Dallas? Yeah, probably. So, but always been a kind of behind the scenes kind of a Lions guy. I always wanted them to do well, but I knew that they would never. My dad was so sick of me crying because they would screw up when I was little. He led me towards the Cowboys. So
same old Lions.
And I'm sure that if your fathers, like we had this discussion already on a show, if any of your fathers were Cowboys, Steelers, or Vikings or whatever fan, you're tending to lean towards what your dad does anyway. And Mordo, I know that your dad doesn't watch football, so it doesn't count for you. But whatever.
He does now since I watch it.
Well, he does now because he just to appease you.
Yeah.
But here's the one good thing. We can be whatever fans we want. But I'm going to tell you right now, not one of us don't bleed maize and blue.
Wait.
You shut up, Rob. You can say all you want. Your friggin' Notre Dame fetish is ridiculous.
Right.
You are deep, down deep. You are maize and blue like the three of us. So you can stick.
I want them to do well. I do, but
So I want Notre Dame's administration to be better than Michigan. So I get it. Whatever. Jesus Christ.
Stay focused here,
Doesn't
boys.
matter.
I think I love
bunch of fucking libs
so much.
anyway. So Jesus Christ. Fucking libs. Yeah. Left wing.
Come on, Mike. Spit it out.
Mike, who do you got? We know who you Michigan football. It doesn't matter. It's not.
No, it's gotta be a professional.
Professional,
hey.
dumbass.
No, I say
Professional.
University of Michigan football, and you argue with me whether they're a professional organization or not. They're paying players now. University of Michigan
You're right.
football.
Okay.
Well,
Hey,
that's your answer.
hey,
Michigan
let-
football.
Let me just ask you this. Can you imagine the four of us running out of the tunnel and hitting that friggin' flag, heading to the sidelines, get ready to play
Fucking
Ohio
awesome.
State?
That would be more important
I would-
to me than playing for any professional football team.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I think if I would ever had that opportunity, I think the first time I'd run out of that tunnel, I would cry.
No.
Oh yeah.
You?
Oh yeah, because it's like all the hard work and stuff that you put into it, and you get an opportunity to play on a team that you've loved since birth. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
At least you get one good, happy cry, not a sad cry. So
You would be like
Like-
Rudy, dress you for one
Rudy.
game.
No, I would make sure that I played.
Rudy. That's awesome.
So Mike's, you got University of Michigan. I got the Red Wings. How about you, Tim?
Timbo.
Me.
Well, you already did play for.
Well, yeah.
I did the baseball thing. It was good. I mean, I wanted to, I guess, play at Tiger Stadium, Comerica Park.
Well, you
I
played there.
think it's football. I mean, it really is.
You and I both played at Tiger Stadium, so I mean, you've done it.
I mean, it's a little different with me with the baseball because of being in the organization, getting so close, and doing some things. I mean, injuries, whatnot. You see guys get there, friends of yours. It's tough. I would think off of it all, how close I was to playing college football. I think I would want to be, a Detroit Lion. I think that'd be cool. Put it on, strap it on, just play middle linebacker and that first.
If you're gonna strap it on, you might as well play for San Francisco.
Yeah, I know. Strap on the helmet and go and have that first snap, and that running back come right at you, and just you step up and meet him right just hit him, meet him head on right in the hole, and bing, done. Okay, I'm good. That's all I want.
So we get strap-ons meeting in the hole. What the fuck is going on?
I knew you were going to say
Yeah,
that.
with your
I knew
football
you would say
jersey
that.
being 69.
Yeah,
You
no
were a
kidding.
wide receiver.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
Well,
no,
he
no,
started
no.
out as a tight end and ended up a wide receiver.
Bruce
Yeah,
Koskinski.
Yeah.
that'd be cool though. You know, that'd be cool.
Tight
I
end.
always loved the Detroit
Well,
Lions. That'd be fun.
Guys,
to
I
do
don't
that,
know.
so.
I don't know if you two know this, Mike and Rob. Tim decided to cross the line during the strike, and he ended up with the Pittsburgh Pirates, and he played for Jim Leland.
Yes, it is.
And it came down. It was the night before opening day, and Tim was going to be the starting catcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates, and he would have gotten his, his opportunity to play in the show, and then they settled the strike the night of.
Oh
and
man,
then
Tim.
they
ship
released
sank.
and then they released
So
everybody
close.
that crossed over.
Oof,
The ship sank.
so close.
Oh, that was close, Timmy.
They're like this with all the money.
You ever like wake up in the middle of the night having a dream like it went through
all the time?
Do you?
All the time. You know, I'll tell you the main one I have that happens a lot. So you have a dream that you're in the locker room, right? So this is kind of a double thing. You're in the locker room, and you like me. I was a catcher. I had my equipment, so I get my equipment. Or you can't find your jersey, or you can't find your shin guards, or you can't find your cleats. And then here's the weird part: is the tunnel to the field is all lit up. You can hear all your teammates saying, "Come on, Mac! Come on, Mac! Come on!" And my thing is do you enter the tunnel in the light, or you stay back? You know what I'm saying?
You go towards the light.
So you do go towards the light. Numerous buddies of mine that on our Facebook page for MLB and retired guys, they talk about it all the time. They talk about those dreams all the time. Like it's like lethargic things, like you're trying to hustle to get to hit, or you get a hit.
I have those dreams all the time, Tim. I know exactly what
you're. It's amazing.
Oh my God!
I probably have it four times a week. No question. There's something that happens four times a week, or something to do with baseball, or something to do with a sport.
Something, Tim. I'm not
something, man. It's weird.
Need some closure on something.
It's weird. It's really weird. I've had it where like I say, you can't find your shin guards, you can't find your jersey. Or I remember walking in and seeing the old Tiger Stadium locker room, and I see my jersey in the locker, and I'm getting dressed, and everyone's patting me on the shoulder. Hey, welcome, man. Congratulations. And you go to walk out on the field, and you wake up.
Yep.
I had the same dream as a young man. It was Heather Thomas laying in bed, and I was in the next room, and it was like a glass wall where the door was. I could never bust through.
Yeah. Amazing.
Again.
Oh boy. Where'd that come from?
We're off the rails again. Yeah, but Tim,
cool
I've had those dreams too.
Oh man, it's unbelievable.
Like I was quarterbacking, and every time I'd have the person open, and every time I got my arm up, my arm would lock, and I couldn't release the football.
That was actual reality.
We all know. We already know. I hate to tell you this. We already know that is untrue.
Yeah. It's crazy how many guys have had dreams like that. Man. It's unbelievable.
That's at least you have those type of dreams and not other ones. So that's a good thing.
Well, I got bad ones too, but it's just one of them deals, I mean, I got some nice pictures up in my office here of when I played with Pittsburgh, and I got Leland in it, and there's Ray Miller and Milt May, and
Leland smoking that picture.
Oh yeah, he used to smoke 2 heaters at a time in the dugout. It was baseball cleat time. 2 at a time. Now he'd say to me, I told him one day, I said, "Hey, can I get a hit on that?" He'd take a hit. He'd go, "You can't handle this. It's a man's brand."
No
He was
filters,
great.
probably.
Oh, dude,
No
he just straight
filter,
up.
no. Yeah.
He was,
All
he was
mall, no
great, man.
filter.
Paul Mall, Lucky
He was
Strike.
great. Oh yeah, he was really cool. It was a great experience.
Yep.
Great experience.
All right, what about you, Rob?
I'm gonna hate to say this because I've never really had. I like a lot of pro teams. I watch a lot of pro sports, but I've never really had a desire or a dream to play for a pro sport. The only time I've ever really wanted to play anything is when I was a young boy. I wanted to play for the University of Michigan football. So that would be.
Oh yeah.
I hate to say it. I always had dreams of running out of the tunnel,
Hate to
jumping
say it.
up.
Why you should be proud that you're saying it.
Heroes, hail to Michigan.
Yeah, it's the only time I really ever wished to do something like that. So
That's pretty cool.
I'm gonna have to go with you, Mike. You and I are gonna run out of the tunnel together.
Sweet.
Well,
I
will
love
tell
Hot
you
dog.
I'll have a lot of the tunnel.
Winged helmets, Bo Schembechler at the. I mean, my dream. It's
Oh.
like back in the day, right? Bo's at the helm. Bob Ufer's in the box.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, right. I mean, you're running out of the tunnel with the wing helmet. It's 1984, 1985. I mean, just amazing.
Oh, Fred's recording what you're saying, I think.
No.
Yeah, well,
Can you hear it?
No. What is it, the fight song?
Nothing better, Robbo.
yeah, it would have been. That would be a great experience. I agree with Fred. If you were a kid that grew up in the state of Michigan and had the ability to do that, even if you weren't going to start, but you were running out of the tunnel dressed, that would be a fucking emotional experience, without a doubt.
What a recruiting piece that is. Wow.
Right? Yeah,
Not
exactly.
to mention, hey, you know, since we're talking about you know, Michigan running out of the tunnel, I don't think anybody's going to be running out of the tunnel at Michigan State anytime soon.
Yeah.
Peyton Thorne, gone.
They're running out of
Really?
they're running into the tunnel.
Yeah, they're running
running
into
into
the Peyton
The
Thorne gone.
portal. They're running into the
Hey,
portal.
the one receiver that was torching
Where's
Michigan
he
when they
going?
played him.
Where's he going?
Don't know yet.
Don't know. I would say
Colorado.
he's from. I think he's in Nate.
Colorado.
I think he's from Naperville, Illinois. So he might. I could see him going to either Northern Illinois or maybe, you know, maybe Brett Bielema will bring him in. But that wide receiver, I'd love to see him in a Michigan uniform because that would just solidify
the big tall guy.
Yeah, the one the double number
Can they
0.
transfer within the league? Can they go
Sure, they
within
can.
the
They can transfer anywhere they want.
Oh yeah, yeah. May go anywhere.
You know, but it's unfortunate because again,
Yeah.
I think they got to really kind of figure out this transfer portal.
As long as they keep Mel Tucker working, it's best for Michigan.
Well, I'll tell you now, if they
$9 million a year, what
I'm
about?
I'm going to tell you right
What
now.
a bargain! What a bargain!
Yeah, what a bargain. Well, just
Yeah.
to let you know, let's just put it this way. Right now, it's chaos over in Spartanville, over in East Lansing right now because they have another year like they had last year. He's going to be on the hot seat, and they're going to be paying him to be elsewhere. But
they got a road that's going to be uneasy for the next couple of years.
Well, you know, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel sorry for this because I think too many people are taking advantage of the rules of the transfer portal. There's got to be some sort of stipulation because I mean you got guys stepping out 1 year playing with another team, another year, boom, another year.
Fred,
it's the purity of the game is kind of getting taken away, and then whatever.
They had one coach came in and for the last 40 years.
So it's the karma thing, right?
Built them a program, right? And when waters got a little choppy, they threw them dry. And do you think any other coach that has to go navigate those waters, because that's what you have to do to be a Big Ten football program, do you think any coach with their weight of salt would go in there now after what they saw Michigan State do to Dan Antonio? Hell no. They screwed themselves when they did that to him.
Yeah, I think this is karma coming back to bite him in the ass for sure.
Look at Tim. Tim's we're done.
I think this guy should coach more. Yeah, Dudley Pitcher.
Well, Timmy, we talked about that.
that
What
Ron
about you being
Karkovice?
the Marine City football coach someday?
Is
It's like
that
the
Ron
kid from The
Karkovice?
Sandlot.
Is that Rusty Staub?
It looks like him, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's his younger brother, Rusty Knob.
Rob,
Yeah.
Rob, I got to tell you about my first time I ever seen a Michigan football game. The
First time you saw a Michigan football game. Okay.
First time I ever went to a Michigan football game, or ever stepped foot in Michigan Stadium.
Yeah.
I was working security at Chrysler. Was it Chrysler Arena? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
When we worked. Freddie, did you ever work out there when we did that? When we were
Yes, I
detail out
did.
there?
Yep.
And I went out there, and I'd never been in Michigan Stadium. So for like a quarter, you had to it was like you had to welcome in the people with the M-Den, or they were like
Yeah.
guests or whatever.
Yeah.
So they were like, and you got a break. So I was like, somebody goes, well, come on. I don't know who it was. I think maybe Scott Evans or I. We walked out. And I've never been there. I was like, well, this ought to be cool. Dude, you talk about a sudden urge of wow. I was just like, we walked out and I was like, all of a sudden you just walk into it. And I was like, holy smokes. And the place was just elbow to elbow. And they were cheering and going. And
Yeah.
that was pretty damn
There's
cool.
probably nothing better than going into the big house. Maybe going into old Yankee Stadium or old Tiger Stadium for the first
Yeah.
time and hearing them taking batting practice, seeing how
man.
green the grass is, and
Yeah.
seeing your favorite players warm up. And you're like for me, it was like I'm from here to my front door or my edge of my driveway away from Aurelio Rodriguez and whoever he was playing catch with. I mean, Aurelio was my guy, of course. And then
Tram was my guy.
well, of course, I mean, and then Tram came, and then
well, you remember that with Tram. We hung out with Tram.
story.
So that was a lot of fun. That's coming up. That's going to be a topic. I'm
Okay.
going to tell that story. That's
What about Rusty Knob, Fred?
Well,
I never
we're
met
looking at
Rusty
him.
stuff. Dude.
Rusty Knob.
Or Lance Parrish when Lance Parrish and I sat in the same locker room together. That was pretty cool. That's a great story. I'll tell you guys that one time. But
Sit on his lap.
No, we were not in the clubhouse. I met Bo too. That's when Bo wasn't he the general manager?
Yeah, he was
President of the Tigers.
Well, yeah,
that's when we were
one time the time that you and I worked out. The guys that came up to us, they were all really nice. Introduced themselves. Mickey Taunton came up and shook our hands.
Oh,
yeah. Frank Tanana came up and I told him a story about when I was little. My dad took me to see you pitch against Divine Child, and you were telling the batters what you were throwing, and they couldn't hit you.
That's when he threw cheese, man.
Oh yeah, there was a time when he threw cheese. He goes, son, that was a long time ago, and now I got to do whatever I can to get the ball across the plate and pray to God they don't hit it.
That's right. So, that's an old Tiger Stadium.
Tettleton was the best. Here's what Tettleton did. He came in, he took his shirt off, and he was just a massive of a man. Okay, got a pair of shorts on, put his shower sandals on, grabbed some dumbbells with a cigar in his mouth, pumped his arms, went in there, took a shower, and left. That's all he did. I was like, did I just see what I thought I just saw? He didn't do anything but come in, put a cigar in his mouth.
Remember the Fruit Loops in his locker?
Oh,
the boxes of Fruit Loops?
Boxes. Fruit Loops.
Yeah, he ate Fruit Loops before every game.
Yeah. So
that's a true story.
Last topic, boys.
Oh, we got one more. We got to hurry up because Gage will be calling.
Yep. Last one. Letter grade for this past weekend for the Detroit Lions as far as their draft picks.
B+.
I'd say a B.
Me? I'm gonna go out on a limb on this one. I'm gonna give them an A-. I'm trusting in what the organization's gonna do and who they're bringing in, and I feel like they're gonna make these guys work. So,
yeah, it's funny that you say it because I also was gonna say A-, and here are the reasons why. I think people will eventually realize that Jahmyr Gibbs was the right pick
Oh yeah.
for what his, because they're going to make him into a Deebo Samuel. They already talking about what they're going to use, how they're going to use him, and he's super excited about it. I think Sam Laporta, I don't know why we picked him, because of the fact that he's another tight end from Iowa, but then I watched some film on him. Very Kelsey-like. He's not one of those rumble, stumble, bumble, catch the ball and then get hit and fall to the ground. He's yards after the catch, pretty mobile. We all know that we wanted Jack Campbell, and I think, he's going to be some, but the steal of our draft, the whole draft, was Brian Branch. And here's the best part. It's after they traded with Green Bay, and Green Bay and fan base just blew up sports radio there. Couldn't believe that they traded with the Lions at that spot. And they could have Brian Branch, and because their secondary, their safeties and are putrid, and they came up and we stole them from them. The best part about it is the first 4 to 5 picks that we've made are all gonna start. They're all gonna make an impact immediately. Not to mention the fact
really
that
changed his tune from draft night. He was all pissed off.
I wasn't happy, but I had to
Wait a minute.
I had to
Wasn't
I had to let it
happy.
sit.
How many explicitives did you yell out when they first made their first pick? Be honest.
Oh yeah, quite a bit when they could have had Jalen Carter, but I think what really bothered me the most is they could have had Christian Gonzalez, Nolan Smith, and Joey Porter Jr. at 12 and or 18.
Yeah.
And I think, but again,
give him a chance.
I took it. I slept on it, thought about, like, all right, he's drafted well the last 3 years. I'm just going to go with it. But the most important thing is, I think he made a really good pick, was the undrafted people that they brought in. They brought in the running back from Minnesota that I was telling you.
He's tough.
Yeah, that
I think
he'll be on the practice squad. He'll be on that practice squad.
I think Hooker is gonna surprise some people as a pick. I think
he's got to get healthy.
I'm surprised they drafted Hendon Hooker.
He's got to get healthy.
Well, he's supposed to be ready to play by mid-season, so they might be able to go out and get another veteran quarterback to help with Nate Sudfeld, with him being the third string. Again, Carson Wentz and Matt Ryan sitting there for 1 year. 1 year. Yeah. Bring him in.
Watch some of the film on Hooker. You'll be surprised. He stands in the pocket like Brady does, not phased. He doesn't have happy feet. He knows how to make his reads. Guy's a stud, man. He is.
Not to mention the fact that if he wouldn't have got hurt, he would have won the Heisman.
No doubt.
So, I believe that.
The guy, Caleb Williams, who won the Heisman this year, you might as well put an asterisk by it, and then put an asterisk there. It says, note that Hayden Hooker would have been the winner by a long shot. So, but we'll see. Then it was good to see that Jake Moody got drafted not in the 5th, 6th round, third round.
49ers.
And then a couple Eastern Michigan guys got drafted. The guy that I wanted them to go after was Jose
Central CMU.
And
fire up.
Yeah. Lou Nichols got drafted by the Green Bay Packers. So, so I it's going to be interesting. Now they grabbed a tackle out of William and Mary, which they said is flying underneath people's radars, but I guess he's been a stud. But again, they don't care what mock draft people say. They don't care. They believe that their full draft is fuck you in your mock draft. I can read lips too. Can you read mine?
That's your lips.
Do tell, what did what's his name on the ticket have to say about the draft?
He did not scream or yell or anything. He's like, nope. He goes, I got to believe that they have an idea what they want to do.
They're going to trust in the system.
Udo was saying that.
Valente.
Oh,
I gotta go, boys.
All right, man.
No problem.
Hey. See you, Mike, in a couple days. You guys take care.
Peace out.
Right.
But I will tell you guys that that will.
Hi, Gage.
They're-
Say hi to
they're-
the boys.
Hi, Gage.
Hi, Gage.
Hello. Hey, Rob. I was talking about my new team. Emergency Locksmith, Bradenton, Florida.
On that note, but hey, just before we go,
I
the
got
one thing I was going to tell you was, if you get a chance, Stoney and Jansen did interview Brad Holmes this morning or this week, and they asked him the questions: why not Jalen Carter? Why not so so and so? So you might want it's on I think it's on Twitter. It's also on Instagram and it's on Facebook. So any one of those three. And
Okay.
with a segue to that, so are we. So you can see us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, or Twitter. If you guys like the show, give us a thumbs up, subscribe. We'd love to be able to, add new people and want you to hear it, see if you like the show or not.
Yeah, we have 91 subscribers on YouTube, and Fred has said if we get 100 subscribers on YouTube, he'll streak down Main Street, Marine City.
Can't do it. I can't even walk, let alone streak. So not gonna happen.
Thanks.
It's happened once in my life, and that's the only time it's ever gonna happen. And I will never make up another bet involving.
Reminder. Happy birthday, Ruth, and thanks to Mr. Carlson for the question.
Mr. Tim, thank you for Coach Carlson. Thank you for the questions. Fantastic. Ruth, happy birthday. We're all hoping you had a great time and looking forward to getting some extra topics from you guys out there. And always say hi to us and tell us what you think of the show if you see us in public. We're always willing to talk to you. Everybody have a great night. Boys, good seeing you. Have a great time, Mike. Safe travels, buddy.
Thanks, man. Peace out.
All right. Peace.